Australia could be facing a hot, dry El Nino for 2026. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am R. Sriram bringing you the latest Australia weather update. Australia could be in for a hot, dry El Nino year according to early weather signs. The Pacific region is currently in a La Nina phase characterized by cooler and wetter weather conditions. This began in spring 2025, but Weather Zone reports those conditions are now weakening and expected to decay further. The Pacific does not necessarily swing between El Nino and La Nina, but can remain in a neutral state, which is expected this autumn. The transition to a neutral El Nino southern oscillation state in the Pacific Ocean this autumn opens the door for a potential switch to El Nino later this year, Weather Zone reported. While this is not guaranteed, it is not uncommon for El Nino to follow La Nina after the tropical Pacific Ocean passes through a neutral phase in the middle of the year. The Bureau of Meteorology currently rates the chances of an El Nino developing in the second half of the year at about 90%, though other models offer lower odds. One important thing to note about the current El Nino forecast is that predictions made at this time of the year are less reliable than forecasts initiated after the Southern Hemisphere's autumn, Weather Zone said. This period of reduced certainty is known as the autumn predictability barrier, and it means that forecasters should have a clearer idea about the likelihood of El Nino as we get closer to winter in the Southern Hemisphere. Weather Zone reported there were also signs of a positive Indian Ocean dipole emerging later in the year. The Indian Ocean dipole affects weather on Australia's west coast, while the El Nino-La Nina systems affect weather in the east. While it's too early to know whether El Nino or a positive Indian Ocean dipole will develop later this year, there are early signs that these two climate drivers could tip the scales towards warmer and dry weather during the second half of 2026, Weather Zone said. Monthly temperature and precipitation forecasts from the European Centre for Medium Range Weather Forecasts are responding to this, hinting at abnormally warm and dry conditions over Australia during the upcoming winter. That's all for now. If you found this weather update helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you always stay informed. Stay warm, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next forecast. Thank you.